Hello and welcome to another YouTube video from Rangde Life is Art. I've brought to you a little altered notebook. Well, it's not so little, I'll just get the measurements for you. It's approximately 8.5 by 6 and almost 1 inch. Because of the bulk, it's coming to about almost 1.5, 2 inch on the other side. This is Alice in Wonderland themed altered notebook. The digital kit I've used is from Digital Reforium, I think it's called. It's on a shop on Etsy. I'll include the link and name below. I've enlarged it slightly because it is a mini journal kit and what I've done is I've used the decoupage varnish just to give it a satin finish. Added some bling there, two different laces and some of the rosette trim on the side, and I've punched some eyelets and added some brown organza ribbon. Now this was a notebook from diary from last year, which I've altered because obviously it's no longer going to be in use. But there's still some pages that you can use. That's the back there. So these were originally the cover, which I've cut down and put on. It's a nice fabric diary as well. Kind of the colour originally reminded me of Tiffany's. So I had to cover up the spine because it had last year's date written on there. This is to show you how junk journaling can be easy for beginners too. So all you have to do is buy a kit or get scrapbook papers and just glue them into current existing books that you don't use, and it gives them a new lease of life. So this is what I decided to use on the inside cover. I was going to stamp "This journal belongs to," but I thought maybe you might want to put your name, or if you're gifting it you might want to write a little message in there, so I've left it as is. Picture of Alice there with some cards. Again, I've used a printout from the kits, a border printout. Added some bling and lace there, and that's also from the digital kit. This is from Tsunami Rose. It's a library card, and I added it's got roses printed on, which reminded me of the Queen and the garden. So there's a little tag there, "Eat Me." And that label also comes in the kit. I've left this because obviously you can still use this. I've added some peachy pink lace there because it matched the printouts. That's this year's calendar, which I left. That's covering last year's, and that's this year's. Some more spots for journaling there, and another tag saying "Eat Me." Some notable dates there, which I left again for this year, and that's got the same light green, I feel like calling it Tiffany green almost, lace, which I've distressed all of this with the vintage photo from Tim Holtz. That was part of the kit. I think that was supposed to originally be one of the spines from the outer covers, but I've used it as a belly band, and that was a pocket that I've used as a second tuck spot for a belly band. I've just paper clipped them so it keeps everything together. Got a tag saying "Drink Me." This one's from Tsunami Rose. Some teacups. And then these are some plain journaling cards that I've just added in for you to write something on. I was going to stamp them with some rose print stamps that I had, and the playing card stamps, which you get like the hearts, spades, clubs and diamonds, but then I thought maybe recipient might want to do something themselves, so I've left it blank. Added some more lace and bling there. That's part of the original diary pages that I took out to reduce the bulk. I cut it down and left it as lined paper there, so it's being reused, so it's not going to waste. That ticket comes with the digital kit. Opens up and you can stick a picture there or do some journaling. More of the original diary pages. And then in here I've done the same. I've added a little card there And then that's from Tsunami Rose. Again, the red rose is representing the queen and part of what the story is about. This says, "Who in the world am I? Ah, that's the greatest puzzle." Some altered paper clips as well. I haven't kept a note of how many tags and things there are, so I'll put that in the description. That's from Tsunami Rose. I think that might be one of her freebies on her blog, so worth going over there and checking her out as well. That's just a little tuck spot there if you wanted to put something into that. You can use them as nameplates as well. More of the images. That's another Tsunami Rose card that I've added into it. All the papers and these little embellishments are all from the other original Alice kit. There's a key that I fuzzy cut and added there, and it says she tried the little golden key. And to link in with that, I added the little lock thing there from the kit. There's another altered paper clip there with a key. Sorry, off screen there. That's another envelope, flip out envelope, lace, bling, reuse of the diary pages. And that's got a pink card with some more Tsunami Rose journaling cards inside. It's a nice vintagey colour with soft colours, not the usual blues and dramatic colours you see with the Alice. There's a little tag there. Just put an eyelet. I don't know if I'm going to add some fibres to that or not because it's quite bulky as it is. The little pocket with Alice on. Some more lace. Stick another key and lock there, and some more lace there. You can write on these or you can stick pictures on. Entirely your choice. I think that was meant to be a cover, another option for a cover as well. The inside cover, I think. But I've used it as a pocket. And I've added some more of Tsunami Rose's cards. These have got teapots on. You could cut these up and have 2 journaling cards. That's a tuck spot there as well. Another tag saying drink me and some blank. You can use them as photo mats or journaling cards. Onto this side, that's another fussy cut. I've used some ribbon there. I've had that in my stash for a very long time. That was gifted from my mum. Some lace there. This one says wish. Not the altered tag. Got the Cheshire Cat there. You can just faintly see 2017 on that, maybe, but when you've written on there or stuck something on, you won't be able to tell. This envelope contains a different Tsunami Rose card. I'm staying on screen. Some more of the digital papers. Another altered paper clip with the rabbit. Another flip out. This one I've included a green index card and a pink card, the photo mat or journaling card. I also haven't attached these to the side like I usually do because I thought if you wanted to add it at the top of a page, you could still have a little dangle by just popping it like that, which is why I didn't attach them, so it's entirely your choice. Sorry. Another tag there. Some more lace. I think I'm turning over 2 pages there. You do have to take out some of the pages from the original diary, otherwise when you start adding more in, your book just won't close. I really like the clocks there. It reminds me of the quote about the rabbit being late. It's almost got faint lines with the pattern, so it's very easy to write on that as well. Another pocket there. I don't think that one's a tux. With some more teacup designs. Another tag and some more photo mats. I think by having this a thinner paper going on, you can see the faint lines from the diary behind, so that makes it easier to write on there as well. For those of us who can't write very straight. There's another paper clip there. This one has a little playing card. A couple of journaling tags there. So there's lots and lots of space for you to write. The hat representing the Mad Hatter. Some nice soft pinks again. I didn't back these on the card either. I didn't want them being too thick to put into these. That's a lovely teapot. Comes with the kit. And this final paper clip. Actually, I think there might just be one more. That's the crown representing the Queen. You could stick gems into there as well if you wanted. A couple of cards in there as well. I hope this is focusing. I'm filming off the tablet and I've had to place it higher up so I can't actually see what's, unless I stretch up. It's got faint text in the back about Rabbit and Alice. Some more of the beautiful pages from the kit. Tag there and a teapot, and there's got faint print of the crowns. I don't know if it's picking it up or not. Got the Mad Hatter and Rabbit and Alice there sat at the tea party. That's the final altar tag. So you get two with the hearts. It's similar to the first ones. There's a double belly band again there. You can pop in a date or you can put a title for whatever you're journaling about. Clocks. And your two journal cards again. I'm still really tempted to do some stamping in this, but I've promised myself I'm going to leave that for recipients to do, because otherwise they, apart from writing, they won't have anything else to do, which some people do only want to do that, but I know some of you can use stickers or some of your existing stash bits of ribbon and lace that you might have yourself to include. That's the clock with the rabbit ears and it says I am late. I really like that. Queen there, and then this is a little flip book. It says, "Oh, you can't help that," said the cat. "We're all mad here." One of the famous quotes, and that just tucks into that. That's actually an envelope that comes with the kit, which I've just put at the top there. It's a clock with the Queen inside. I'm assuming that's the part where she's sitting off with the heads. So. And inside that, you get a little postcard. And another tag. And this side there was just a little bit of offcuts and lace and bling. And then the teacup comes with the kit as well, which I fuzzy cut and stuck down here. And that's all the altered part. This is still some of the original diary pages, which I thought you've got some useful information there that you can make use of, and you've still got your planner for 2018. And then there was a little address book section there. I thought for any crafters who want to buy this, or people who like doing swaps, it's a nice way of being able to keep a record of who you send to. And you've got dates and birthdays, and the section for notes. You can do some stamping and things on these as well. And then I just stuck that at the end. And I might put my signature there just to say who it's made by, or I might leave it blank in case you want to write who it's from. We'll see. So close this with the organza ribbon. Themes all this soft minty green and greens and browns and peachy pinks, so I hope you like that. And thanks for coming by. I've got quite a few more projects that I need to film, but I've still got this really dry throat with the weather that keeps changing here in the UK. So anyway, this should be in my Etsy store if nobody's taken it up from Facebook groups, but I'm going to try putting it together so it gives a fair chance to Etsy users and Facebook users. And if you don't use Etsy, just send me an email and I'll be happy to take PayPal payment. I send signed and tracked to anywhere in the world. So if there's a shipping cost down in the Etsy store, just send me a message and I'll find out what it is. Thanks for your time, and I'll be back soon. Bye.